same thing with any fundamental I'm going to teach you. There's going to be principles, and they can look different based on the environment and what we're trying to do. But for stance, I see a lot of guys kind of sitting back or not really in a good position, right? So what I'm looking for out of my stance is I really want to be anchored to the ground, and I need to be nice and balanced, right? I like my feet spread a little bit around shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit more. You can drop this leg back. For me, depending on what the array is or what the environment is, that stance will be different, right? So if we're talking operational stuff, I'm a right-handed shooter, so traditionally we all kind of drop our strong leg back, right? Well, if I was trying to shoot out of cover, would this give me the best stance to do that? No, right? But if I switch my feet, now I can really lean into this and have that support. Well, the principles of stance are still there, right? Even though I changed the position of my feet. So I don't want you to think of this as, when we're talking about stance, of like, hey dude, where do I put my feet? What should it look like? No, man, the principle is I need to be rooted to the ground, I need to be balanced, and I need to be able to be mobile and adaptable, right? So I need to be able to change levels quickly, and I need to be able to explosively get out of position on demand, right? So if I'm standing real upright, and although I may be able to shoot static like this, if I had to move, what has to happen? Drop step or load, right? Inefficient, right? I find that already being loaded will help you anyway manage and absorb that recoil. So I like to already be loaded in my stance, and then I just keep my chest slightly over my belt, right? And then I just keep my arms out a little bit farther, which we'll talk about that in a second, right? Like this is a good stance for me, depending on the array, right? It might be a little bit more bladed. It might be wider if I have like a wider transition, right? Depending especially if I'm a right-handed shooter and I'm going left, by having this right leg back, this causes tension in my core to have to really drive the gun to the left, right? So, but if I bring my gun or my foot more neutral, that alleviates all that tension, right? So depending on what the array is or what I'm doing, I'm just going to optimize my stance, but it's still going to maintain all the core principles, right? Which is stability, mobility, adaptability. Cool? All right. Definitely some of your stances, I'll have Rodney and Desh clean that up as we're going around. Some of them are not optimal, right? I really don't want you sitting back on the gun. You can get away with it, but it's not going to be optimal for really shooting and moving aggressive, which is what we're hopefully get up to, right? So it really should be engaged. You notice like when I'm doing my demos, like I'm very engaged in this,